Welcome to DevTech Minds. This is the 10th video of 30 days of Pandas and we are solving nth highest salaries. So we have given an employee table which contains only two columns. First one is ID, which is an integer. Second one is salary, which is again an integer name. ID is a primary key, which means it will have all the unique values, and each row of this table contains information about the salaries of an employee. Let's read the problem statement. Write a solution to find nth highest salary from the employee. Now we do not know what this n is, so in the function they will give us some n value and we have to create a generalized function so that it can return the value of nth employee and every time the n can change. Now if there is no nth highest salary, we have to return null. So keep that in mind. The result format is in the following example. So let's have a look at that. So we have three IDs and their salaries and the input has given n as 2. So we should return 200 and that is here. Now as you can see, ID is only one where input n is given as 2, which means it doesn't exist. So we have to return null. I hope everybody understands that. Let's try to solve this. So here we have given a function which is nth highest salary, the name of the function, and it is taking two parameters. First is the employee. Employee is a data frame type, so it will be a data, and n is the integer. So with respect to n, we have to return the highest salary. So what I'm going to do is, firstly I'll simply create the ordered list of salaries. So because we have to get the nth highest salary, so let's say if n is 1, we should get the highest salary, and if n is 2, we should get the second highest salary. If n is 3, we should get the third highest salary. So what we are actually doing, we are creating a list of salaries in the descending order such that the highest salary is at top, then we have less than that, then we have less than that, and so on. And at the bottom, we have the least or the smallest salary value. So firstly, I'm going to create that list, name as sorted salaries, and it will be a sorted list from the employees. So let's copy this and salary. So the name of the column is salary. I'm going to use sorted values, and I'm going to use it in the descending order. So ascending will be false. So the function is sort values, not sorted. So you have to use sort values, and yeah, that will do the work. Apart from that, I want one more thing. Because we only have to worry about the highest and the lowest salary, I mean we have to worry about the order of the salary. So if we have duplicate salaries, we can remove. So let's drop the duplicates. Right, so this is my list. Now let's write a condition to handle this situation, which is if the salary, if the integer that is given is greater than the total number of employees that are present, which means n is not there. There is no n. So we have to return null. So let's write if n is greater than the len of sorted salaries. So if it is greater than the length of sorted salaries, or we can also take the condition that n is negative. Maybe little number is given. So let's use or n less than or equal to 0 as well, because n 0 also do not make sense. So if this is the case, I want to return a column which is named as this, and the value has to be none. So let's use pd dot data frame, and inside that I have to give a dictionary. The key is, let's copy this. We have to get the n here as well. So let's take this parenthesis and let's use the f string method. If I provide an f, I can give a variable here inside the curly braces. So that will do the work, and the value is simply none. Let's use caps and yeah, that will do the work. So if the condition satisfied, we need none, but the column name should be there. So that is this. And if this is not the case, then what do we want? We want the nth highest salary, which is coming from these sorted salaries, and dot ilog. Ilog will help me get the index. So index log, which means index location, and I want the location of n, but because we are using indexes, index will start with 0, so I do not want the 0th, and let's say we're getting the uh, first salary. So for first salary, I have to reach to the index 0, so that will be n minus 1, right? So if I'm looking for the highest salary, the n is 1, but because this is a list, so we have to use indexes, and index always start with 0, so we have to reduce it to 1. That is it. So it will return the value, and then just return. Let me copy this because we have to return the data frame once again, and instead of none, this time we need the nth highest. That should do the work. Let me try and run it. So this is accepted. Let's submit it against other test cases. And here we go. So this was simple. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.